Bro, you don't understand how much I check the fuck out. I would go into class and read the baseball card guide and the Wine Spectator, sell and sling candy and cards. Cannon.
Yes.
It's Gary Vaynerchuk and Allen Robinson.
I'm not believing this moment right now.
It's happening, bro. Where are you from?
I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Love Knoxville.
Tennessee, not from Nashville.
I get it. I know Knoxville. Well,
You know Knoxville? Okay.
Of course.
I know you have your wine place, or is it wine or marketing that's in Chattanooga?
That's exactly right. So I know Tennessee quite well for that reason.
I knew you preached Chattanooga.
Yep. Thank you, bro. What's your question?
I just heard Alan talking about how he was also really passionate about basketball at one time in high school, playing both and seeing a future in basketball. And I was just curious. I know a lot of athletes are better at one sport. People push them towards one sport more, but they may like the other sport better. I had a friend like that in high school who went to go play in Miami just because he could play football and basketball at the same time. That was really important to him.
Understood.
So I was just curious about that's something that's not really talked about with athletes, and kind of the same thing for entrepreneurship. You lean into what everybody's pushing towards, or what you may be better at, or
where you think the money is.
Do what you're more passionate about.
Yeah, it's a great question, Alan. How did you personally think about that? You loved basketball.
To this day, I love basketball.
I know. I watched you last night.
To be honest, I watch a
basketball game over a football game any day of the week.
For sure.
Yeah.
When it gets around playoff time, it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually immersed in the NFL and after playing in the playoffs and things like that. But for me, basketball, I probably would say was pushed more. I tell people all the time.
How much did you
100 times
debate not? When Penn State, so what happened? What was your most serious basketball offer?
My high school coach told me I could have went to Michigan State and played both. It actually was a guy named Deion Sims. Shout out to Deion, who I played in Chicago with as well. He went to my high school. He went to Michigan State and he played both. So
what made you go to Penn State?
I wanted to play football. Going into my senior year,
you decided.
Going into my senior year, I had decided. I said I was going to play football in college.
Because. And this is actually a great question that he's asking. I have a feeling you're about to answer it. This is a good moment. Why?
Football was it was easier. Not easier in the sense that's it's easy to do, but for me on the field,
you were better at it.
Way better at it.
And did that?
The game just came easier to me.
So let's talk about it. Does that mean you chose a path that gave you confidence could lead to financial and professional success
for sure.
Over what probably was it's pretty obvious, especially in this last 48 hours I've been with you, basketball was a bigger love.
For sure. But I just think that as I started to, even my senior year, once I started to really dive in, because I had a really good senior year in basketball, but once I started to dive in to football and to really put my mind there and going into my senior year, for me, I was all in it. I still have a weird love for it, but just I don't know. It was just different when it came to football. You know what I'm saying? It's when I would step on the field, just my craft and how I would perfect it. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot different. It was a lot different.
Interesting.
And it's so different that it's hard to explain. Because even I tell people all the time, I don't know the last time I've actually picked up a basketball or played 5-on-5 or something. Just because my passion and my love for the game is so high, so intense. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want to put myself there mentally let's go to the rec and play 5-on-5 because I may not leave.
I get that. It's almost like how I think about meditation.
Yeah.
I don't want to meditate because I'm so happy with my mental state. I almost weirdly understand what you just said.
So it's when
a normal person kind of hears that, you don't even want to play a random basketball game because you might get in it.
Exactly. You know how when people talk about Jordan and they joke about Jordan, they say Michael Jordan had these card games and he wouldn't let the person leave. They'll be there for 12. That's how I feel about basketball. So it's
I have a great Jets Bears story. I told it the other day. I think you guys heard it. My best friend Brandon was a Cubs fan, baseball, and we had baseball cards together. Mm-hmm. And he came over one night to sleep over the night before a baseball card show, and we played Madden. And he took the Bears. He didn't give a fuck about the Bears, but he was Chicago because he was Cubs. And some miraculous way he beat me after I destroyed him every other time. And I wouldn't let him go to sleep. It was midnight, and I wouldn't let him go to sleep until we rematched. And then I could tell he was bullshitting because he was mad that I was forcing him to play. Mm-hmm. So he was not trying. But then I countered it with making pretend he was trying and blew him out 72-0 and was in his face at 2 a.m.
Exactly. And that's that's kind of how. And it's crazy because the last kind of series that I played was intramural. Well, not intramural, but basketball class at Penn State. We had a basketball class.
Okay.
And I played like my sophomore year, and I used to be so intense. I remember playing in the game, scoring like 60, 70 points.
And everyone's like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
Yo, they used to call me a gym class hero because in gym class in high school, I would go hard. Like,
That's how I was,
trying
too.
I'm trying to find my report card. My report card. Look at this now. This is my high school report card. I got all D's and F's on some real shit. In freshman, sophomore, junior. These are literally my grades. This is my report card. But if you notice, only 4 A's in high school history.
Education.
Freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year gym.
What is it? What? Health too, huh? You did
Yeah.
your thing in health?
Bro, you don't understand how much I check the fuck out. I would go into class and read the baseball card guide and the Wine Spectator, sell and sling candy and cards, and just make money
I got
and be
suspended
out.
for that early on in school. Slinging candy.
I love it. Ken, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm going to have friends that can't believe I talked to GaryVee, and I'm going to have friends that can't believe I talked to Allen Robinson.
I
It's a
appreciate
good
it,
day,
buddy.
bro.
A dream moment.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
y'all too. Thank you
Take
very
care,
much.
bro. Let's get one more in.